The number one purpose and design of man is to commune with God, and legalism, legalistic religious stuff cause us to be separated from God. It separates us from the true Jesus that died for us on the cross, and we therefore not receive the salvation that God has given us. Furthermore, it causes worry and it leads us into sin. It takes away our peace when we start to worry, and we know that we're not supposed to judge, criticize, or separate from anyone else. And I promise you that anything that chains you, anything that leads you into worry and anxiety is not of God. How they separate us from God is we feel a sense of guilt or obligation when we don't fulfill certain rules the way that we're supposed to. We feel as if God is wagging his finger at us and he's mad at us. And that is not the posture of Jesus at all. Today we're crushing legalism, and we're doing it in my favorite way. Anyone who knows me knows that I love reading and I love books. I have a traveler's soul, and books are the only way I get to travel. Also, books are the way that I get to commune with God. I get to see the mind and the eye of God. And even more, I get a glimpse of what's in God's heart for me. Currently, I am traveling to Pennsylvania. I'm in Amish, Pennsylvania, Dutch County, by the book The Brethren by Beverly Lewis. I love this book, but God spoke to me about legalism through this book, and he delivered me from my own legalism prior to reading this book, but it highlighted legalism. The stories are the design of love. It's how human beings learn and understand. Jesus was the first author through parables. God himself was the first author when he wrote the 10 Commandments. The beautiful catchphrases of the brethren in this book is that we are the people, we are the brethren, and we make decisions together, meaning the bishop makes all the decisions, and you're not allowed to read the Bible. Now, anyone who tells you that you're not allowed to read the Bible is demonically oppressed. That is the work of Satan, because we know in Joshua 1 verse 8, God, the author of humanity, said, "Do not let this book of the Lord depart from your mouth. From your mouth, it should be inside you. Meditate on it, think on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful." Another command of the Lord that legalism and fascism breaks is the commandment to love one another and to love your neighbor as yourself. Now, I'm using the Amish simply because it's an example from the book that I was reading that God gave me, where they are separated from the rest of the world, and they are this group that believe that they are better than everyone else because we don't do things the same way that they have decided to do things. Now, rules and regulations are good. They govern, and the constitution of a church is a good tool to govern the way believers live, but it cannot be above the word and the law of the Lord. What I hate about legalism is that it bogs you down, it chains you, it's a demonic stronghold. But the Lord Jesus himself said in Matthew 11, verses 28 to 29, says that he's going to set us free from burdens. It says to come to him and he will set us free from burdens, and that his yoke